try and hold your excitement in. It's planting day! Yes, today I want you to stop and think about all the fruits and vegetables that we get at the store. They all most come from teeny tiny seeds that people plant and work really hard to get those to the grocery store. So today we're going to plant a seed, but first I wanted to show you what some of the vegetables that you eat in the store look like before they get to the store. So I'm out here in my garden, and it's a pretty small garden, but it's enough to feed me and my family for the summer with fresh fruits and vegetables. It's a hobby that I thoroughly enjoy. Here I have some green beans. You can see they have blooms on them. They're the purple. And then here is a green bean that's growing. And in a couple days, I would say probably 2 to 3 days, I'll be able to pick this, and there's more along this row, and then I've got a second row over here. Within 2 to 3 days, I'll be able to pick those and have what you call a mess of green beans. Something else I wanted to show you. This plant here is a broccoli plant. Now, it doesn't have any broccoli growing on it yet, but hopefully it will start growing broccoli out of the middle. Here I've got an onion plant, and this is something that I'm very proud of, this onion. I've got several onions growing in the garden, but these onions I have actually grown from onions from the store that had sprouted in my cabinet. So I took the tiny onions that were sprouting and planted them in the garden, and you can see it is making a nice plump round onion. Another plant that I'm showing you here I think is very cool, and it's a cucumber plant. Cucumber plants can grow so fast in one day, and they need a trellis or something tall so that they can put their runners on and wrap around and tie themselves up to them. And you can see here there's a tiny little cucumber right there growing, and hopefully it will grow really big so that we can eat it. Now, we have all probably seen these. This is a tomato plant, but if you haven't, tomatoes grow on these big tall bushes, and then right here you see a yellow flower, and on that yellow flower a tomato will be grown there. And tomato plants can produce lots and lots of fruits. Look at this tiny little pepper. This is a cayenne pepper. Cayenne peppers will turn red, and they're pretty spicy, but they have such a great flavor. So what you're going to do today is plant a seed. You're going to take your box that we made yesterday and fill it up with dirt. If you have potting soil, you can use potting soil. You can just get dirt out of the ground though, and it will work. So find a seed. Doesn't matter what it is. It can be a vegetable, it can be a fruit, it can be a tree, you know, some kind of seed off of a tree. I've got a grape here that I'm going to plant that has seed. They were not seedless grapes. This grape had seed in it. So I'm going to plant this grape seed and see if it grows. Something else that a lot of y'all might have are potatoes that you have in your cabinet. Potatoes, now you're not going to plant this whole potato in this little bitty pot, but potatoes have what they call eyes on them. So these little divots with sometimes little white pieces in them, those are called the eyes. So if you want to plant a potato, you're going to cut maybe 1/4 of an inch down into the potato, cut that eye out, probably about this big, and then you're going to place that in your soil, and it should grow pretty fast. Potatoes grow very fast. Now I'll say once it sprouts, you'll need to take it out of this because potatoes grow under the ground and it's going to need more room for a new potato to grow. So let me plant my seed here. I'm just going to poke a hole, put my seed down in the dirt, cover it up with dirt, and then I'm going to water it. Once you've planted your seed, water it. Keep it moist until it sprouts. You never want a seed to dry out or it will not sprout. It'll probably take about 7 to 10 days for it to sprout. And then your participation for today is I want you to take a picture of what you've planted and post that to our Gmail account, Facebook, or Instagram. Remember to tag Upward Bound in it so that I can see that you have posted it, or post it to our page on Facebook. And the goal is to see how much your plant has grown throughout the summer program. So at the end of the summer program, I'll be asking again for you to take pictures of your plants. It'll be another fun day. Enjoy. Yeah, can you tell me a little bit about it again?
So yeah, like basically, like especially when we were on the floor, after my shoulders go back, I just heard like a lot of crunch on the top, but it felt so good.
Quarantine. Q-U-A-R-I-N. And then T.
Nope. Nope. Close. Try again. Try.
Can you spell quarantine for me?
What?
Quarantine. Can you spell quarantine?
Q-U-A-R-A-N-T-I-N-E.
Woo!
Try again.
Q-U-A-R.
Quarantine.
A-N-T. Q-U-A-R-A-N-T. Is that all right? Quarantine.
Q-U-A-R-A-T-I-N-E.
So close.
That was so close. I
Spell quarantine.
Oh.
Spell quarantine.
No, I don't know. I'm not even gonna
No,
try.
you were close. You're very close.
Q-U-A-R-T-I-N-E. Or
Q-U-A-R-A-N-T-I-N-E.
Yay!
Quarantine?
Yeah.
Q-U-A-R-A-N-T-I-N-E.
Woo!
Can you spell quarantine for me?
Q